news again.
Oh, really?
Apparently there's a 2 a.m. voice memo.
Okay, I just heard that this morning. Yes.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's not looking good.
No. It was he was up late, editing and doing a bunch of stuff, and she had been ignoring him, basically because she was upset that he didn't like her cut on the balcony that she did and directed. So he called. He left her a voicemail message that was 6 minutes long, just basically saying, "Hey, I'm sorry. I just want to apologize to you. I want you to feel heard and listened to. By the way, give Ryan a big, hug for me. I love the both of you."
He also said he blanked up.
Yeah, he said he messed up because he wasn't listening to her.
One thing you should know about me is I will admit and apologize when I fail. I'm far from perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very flawed man, as my wife will attest.
Yep.
I heard that message, and there was a little weird part where he was like, "I can't wait to spend time with you," and I was just like,
I
was like, "Hey, yo,
you
talking about wife like that?
He's a little rizzy. He's a little rizzy.
Dude, his voice on that is just, he needs to do an audiobook. I was like, oh.
See, that's what I mean, though. Like, if you're the guy and you're like, man, this is the voicemail that this dude that works with my wife is leaving, and he's got the sultry kind of raspy little rizzy thing going, then all right, listen, you're going to have to talk to my wife better than that.
Like, I can't wait to spend time
like
with
that.
you.
Now they're starting to feel a little funky now. It's like this is getting a little bit past professionalism.
Yeah.
Well, when he said that, when he said he wanted to spend more time with her, he means like work-wise. He can't wait to what is it, the get to know her on a creative kind of way.
He said he wanted to exchange creative juices.
Nah.
It's like,
say that.
bro, you ain't exchanging
you're not
nothing
juicing my
with
wife,
my
dog.
wife,
It's like,
dog.
man, you better bag on up there, Justin Guarini.
Baldoni.
Whatever. Justin Guarini still is the dude from American Idol with the curly hair.
I know.
Like the carrot top dude. All right. Playboy is back for all of those folks that are missing out on that magazine greatness of their childhood.
Really?
Because, like we all wanted to be like Dad. Dad had Playboy. We couldn't look at it. And then when we get older, Hef dies and it goes away. Well, now the magazine is coming back to print.
Cool.
They've been online, living online, and now they're coming back to print. And Lori Harvey is going to be the first cover girl on the Playboy joint.
Hold on, but is it coming back with like the nudity? Because I remember they took that away.
Yeah, I mean with the classy nudity. Now, I mean, it's still going to have the quality of Playboy. It ain't going to go hustler.
Yeah.
Because that was very different.
They did go away from the nudity for a little bit, but then they switched it after about a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now they're back to the goodness, and it's Lori Harvey.
Lori Harvey?
She's the first cover girl. That's a big
huge.
Like, because that, it doesn't have the saturation it did before, but I mean, being a cover girl of Playboy was a big deal.
Yes, 100%.
I happen to know that one person in this room that's not me, shocking, wants to be on Playboy.
Rich, you want to be in Playboy?
Yeah,
You're
right.
talking about me.
Yeah. I know somebody in this room that I remember, they were saying that they wanted to do the radio edition
Meredith.
of Playboy.
Yeah, no, I definitely did. And I remember that edition. And yes, because listen. I was voted.
Oh God!
I was voted the third sexiest woman in radio at one point in time. In my
Third?
life. Third.
That's big dogging.
She was on the podium.
So there was a conversation that was had about that print. Anyway, so it did not happen, obviously, because I would definitely tell you.
And you would be okay with doing that, though.
Depending on it, I think so. Not like busting it wide open.
No, but I mean, like in your pictures,
Yeah.
in Playboy,
Yeah.
and you're your wife, you're a mom of girls that are like, Mommy, why are you in here with no clothes on? Like, or would they even know?
Mommy, did you take a shower in these pictures?
Yeah. Is that why you wearing your bath clothes?
I'll say I don't know necessarily the correct answer, but I would definitely consider it. Really? I would lean on yes, but there's not a definite answer.
What if they told you weren't getting paid?
No, they pay you. They pay you. You're a model. They pay you.
Or were they like, yo,
I thought y'all was just getting naked for free.
Yeah, no.
They pay you for that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I mean the stars, yeah, but I'm talking about you.
Hey,
I'm just saying, listen.
First of all,
I'm not saying you're not a star, but you're like Lori Harvey probably get a bigger check than you.
Of course.
They got to pay by the pound on that thing. 9 to 5, the Dolly Parton big classic movie with the song. Mm-hmm. Are you aware of that? Okay.
Yeah,
you know it because of karaoke.
Well, no.
But do you know the
it's
movie?
in movies. Yeah, it's in movies. Like it's very.
But like
famous.
the movie.
Yes.
Are you aware of the movie? Because
what's the
I know
movie?
that's before you.
What? No. What's
Dolly
the,
Parton and all these like famous people from back in the day had a movie 9 to 5, and I think they remade it. So at some point, well, they're getting ready to remake it again.
What?
Jennifer Aniston.
Okay.
Okay, because we got to talk about her. Jennifer Aniston reportedly is eyeing Ariana Grande, Sydney Sweeney, and Zendaya
Oh, I'd watch that.
as the new cast of 9 to 5.
I like that. I think if it's good, people can actually sing. I'm here for it.
It's for the 80s, and so it's like, it's 1980. You wasn't born then.
No, I was in '88.
So it's an old school movie.
I'd watch it just for that cast, though.
But I mean, it's a good movie. It's about ladies who are
Working 9 to
they're
5.
secretaries basically, or assistants now. I guess you would call them executive assistants.
Secretaries. The word secretary is out.
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Is it?
I don't know. You just mentioned it, so I was like,
I thought it was.
wanna add
I thought because then it used to be Secretary's Day.
Yeah.
But now it's like Administrative Assistants Day. So I think that's like more.
It sounds better.
I think that's
Does
more
it?
apropos.
It sounds more professional.
I just think that's resume talk. That's just
Oh.
like, you're like, I am the accounts receivable for the fast food chain Burger. And it's like, no, you work the cash register. Man.
But
That's how you flip resume words.
okay, so the umbrella is a little bit larger. It makes you sound more important than you actually
Yeah.
are because there's still
No, but I mean,
Secretary
but
of State and stuff like that. So that's why
I
was
I just know that holiday changed where it was Administrative Assistants Day.
okay.
It used to be Secretary's Day.
Right. Okay. I just want to make sure. I got to keep up with all my PC stuff.
Listen, we lose words.
Yeah,
All
we
the
can't. We
time.
can't even say "ladies and gentlemen" anymore, let alone
I'm saying it.
secretary.
No, I think you can now.
All day I'm saying it.
I think after the last inauguration, I think a lot of that stuff is switching up. And I know a lot of people out there, even if you have a happy day, you still got a little hate in your heart for how Liam Cohen did us.
You liar,
And
Cohen.
I just have to tell you right now that Payback is a bitch because he did his first press conference as the Jacksonville Jaguar head coach, and this is how it went.
Jacksonville, the community, Duval.
The whole crowd started laughing.
Bro.
Why say it if you don't know how to say it?
Jesus.
Why not tell that man? Why y'all ain't tell him that it's Duval? Like, I mean, it was on his teleprompter,
Right.
and he said
Duval.
I mean, that is perfect, and you know what? You deserve it.
I grew up in Jacksonville.
deserve it.
That hurt my soul when I saw
Jacksonville, the community, Duval.
So heartfelt, and then just to mess it up with that. Now everybody looking at you like. now
Right
everybody
after the
looking at
word,
you.
the community. Like,
that. The community.
yeah, nice to meet you. This ain't it. Oh, wow.
Can we return you?
yeah.
That's like that commercial where the guy's like, high tide, high tide.
They're
And
like,
the
it's
woman's
roll tide.
It's like,
It's roll tide, sir.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
I just
Duval.
went Duval.
Yeah,
Oh
come
my
on,
God! I
dog.
know everybody out there punching the sky right now. All right, let's see here.
That's what y'all get.
TikTok fans who are out there who don't have TikTok on your phone, I guess you still can't download it
No.
yet. So that's why you guys are out here trying to steal people's phones or whatever. But there has been an announcement. President Donald Trump discussed a possible deal
Yes.
that has Microsoft buying TikTok.
Oh, interesting.
He was asked on Air Force One on Monday evening when he was asked if Microsoft was in discussions to acquire TikTok. He said yes. He said a lot of interest in TikTok. There's great out there. He said top of the line companies are trying to get it, but Microsoft is one of them.
A well-known company. I think that they would do a great job if they will sell it to somebody
They're not
else.
selling-
Because before they said absolutely not.
I mean, if I build something that's fire and
That's
then everybody
yours.
wants it, I'm like, okay, that's cool, but that means I can't keep it?
Yeah.
No.
And last time they stood
No.
on business, they're like, yeah, we're taking this away.
Did you see how much they're going for online on eBay?
What, the phones?
Like 10 racks.
10 grand
Yeah.
for
Whoa.
phones with TikTok.
You know what?
inside
I
of
like
them.
it that much. If I had that much money to blow, I would easily do that.
I was
There's
trying
no
to
way.
tell you
No.
last week, dog.
But still, it doesn't make sense.
Sounds
It makes
It
a lot
doesn't-
of sense.
I'm gonna sell you my phone for 10 grand, and then you're going to buy it and be able to go on TikTok, and then if they don't put together a deal in 75 days, it goes away. So do you generate enough revenue with your social media? It only makes sense if you generate enough.
Right, if you're
where
an
over that
influencer.
70 days, you would stack.
Right.
And like you pay 10, but you making 100. That makes sense. But if you just out here being nosy, just swiping through just because you just a soccer mom, you spent 10 grand and that's dumb. Like you shouldn't do that. So I mean, anyway, the TikTok looks like it's going to change hands if these people have their.
They're
wishes.
also adding a Yelp feature basically to take over Yelp. So now you can review your favorite restaurants on TikTok.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I love restaurants and see what they serve.
It's like I'm gonna be on Yelp. I need to talk to your manager. All right. Apparently, we know that there's been some bad blood between Bad Boy and Death Row and all that stuff. But apparently, according to Desiree Smith, and Desiree Smith is an ex-girlfriend of Pac.
Okay.
According to her, Tupac smashed Faith Evans and Mary J. Blige.
Oh yeah, he talked about it.
And Suge Knight had a relationship with Misa Hilton, who is Diddy's baby mama.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
That's
What
what
a
she.
mess.
So she said this in a pod, and she was basically saying that that's kind of what had sparked off the bad blood in between the camps. It was over that.
Isn't it always over a woman?
But that's sad though.
Always.
We lost many lives in that whole
Yes, of
exchange,
course, yeah.
and it was just over somebody being just
Many wars have started because
whorish.
of women.
Like that's nasty.
I knew about the Faith.
If it's true, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I knew about
Take it with
Faith
it.
Evans because of the hit me up. First off,
But that was the conversation about when she had gone out there to do the vocal and that. But this says this ain't that time. This is like previous.
a different one.
Yeah, this
Oh.
is that. So this is kind of establishing that there was more of behind the scenes that was alluded to. That's what,
Interesting.
at least what she is, purporting. So, weak. All right. It looks like the ASAP trial might see Rihanna show up because they think her being, a mom and married, she's considering
Well, and who
appearing.
she is.
Not just who she is, but the fact that she's going to show his family side.
Yeah, of course.
Because so if you don't know, A$AP Rocky's trial is beginning, and he is he's basically he's in trouble. He has a firearm accusation in L.A. Where he's accused of shooting A$AP Relly. I guess that's who his name is.
His old best friend.
Yeah, so A$AP Relly is his name.
And
this
there's
happened in
camera
Hollywood
footage.
in 2021. Yeah, so she hasn't been there yet. They don't want it to be a distraction, but she was mentioned numerous times in the court case. When they was conducting jury selection, they were asking potential jurors if they were a fan of Rihanna or bought anything from her Fenty fashion brand.
Yeah.
So she had been mentioned, so they're saying she's probably going to show up. Now, the really strange part in this whole thing, I'm watching the trial and they're showing the video. The video shows A$AP Rocky and the Relly kid get into it.
And you can see him.
And you can see him on one of the cameras because it was like outside of the W Hotel. And it's out there on Hollywood.
Okay.
And so they then get to like tussling, and you see somebody go in their waistband for a gun, and then they change venues and they show this building across the street that they got video from.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, so I wear a sweatshirt all the time and say scam.
Yes.
I'm in scam artist. All of the DJs who come to town. It was the scam offices.
There on the camera.
Like you've been
It was
there
in the
before?
court. It was. I'm always there. Like that's Suge's office.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, I'm like, holy what? And
Yeah.
that's why I call. I'm like, bro. He's like, dude. Way back in COVID, some dude showed up at my door with badges and said, "Hey, we need to see your camera." And he was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And they came in and they was like, yeah. And they saw something happen. He's like, I thought there was homeless people out there because I couldn't see who they were. He's like, I didn't know who it was.
Oh, he didn't realize it was A$AP?
How could you know? It's just two people outside and then somebody
Fighting,
was raving a gun.
yeah.
And so he was like, they were like, we need it from here to here. He's like, okay, cool. And he's like, then 6 months later, it hit the news, and he was like, I wonder if that what they talking about. He called his lawyer, and his lawyer said, yeah, I think that's what they're talking about. And he's like,
Wow.
he gave the video to A$AP's side too, saying, hey, y'all, this is, everybody got what I got. Y'all do what you got to do, but whatever. And I was like, yo, like they can just pull up and like
request
Like
it?
they could just pull up. I mean, I seen it on Law and Order, but I didn't know if that was like in real life. Like somebody could just knock on your door and be like, "Hey man, give me your camera." Like can you?
I think that's like the public service. Like you're supposed to, aren't you?
Well,
Like,
especially
You're
somebody with
supposed to, but it's not the law.
Like, yeah, I think you're supposed to out of courtesy.
Did his friend die, or is he still alive?
Nah, he's still alive.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it was just a shooting thing.
Okay, all right.
I mean, not just a shooting.
Right,
It's
I get it.
I don't want
Well-
to make it sound light in these days.
well, but yeah, but you say that, but that area is known for a lot of crime.
yeah, they got a lot of homeless situations out there
So
too.
I can imagine if you're dealing with several situations on a daily basis, maybe the cops are always in your area, and maybe they knock on your door and then they
Yes.
ask for footage.
Yeah,
That's
but-
not that uncommon.
Yeah,
It's
but
crazy. He had to
low-key-
put up that gate because homeless people kept trying to
I
take
saw
baths
that.
in his grass.
In his,
Yeah,
in his
it's like he got
grass.
a big gate. Like because homeless people get out there and get at your hoes, and they get out there and unhoused, I should say, because
Yeah.
that's what they refer to them as. But they
Yeah.
get out there and start bathing in your backyard, So he had to put up these like iron gates, so they stand out. So when I saw it on the corner, I'm like, hey,
That's that fence.
I was like, whoa.
Hey, but
That's
do you?
the place.
But all right, the police come to you, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you don't know who it is. What if they do tell you, like, oh yeah, we need your footage of ASAP Rocky, and they tell you, it's like,
Okay, well, they're not doing all that.
But
That's not how they do it. They like, hey, we need to see your camera. Because, I mean, now, if I'm going to the Olivia Vince's, she comes in and she's like, sir, Richie's Bodega.
Yes.
I need to see your camera footage from last night. Is your camera working? And you're like, no, I don't really want to give it to you. And I'm like, well, I could go get a warrant.
A subpoena.
But when I go get the subpoena, then that means that I'm going to have to tell the health department you in here selling these churros.
Oh, damn.
And they look like they pretty nasty, so they might have to shut you down. You'll be shut down for 30 days for investigation.
see, that's how they get you.
That's how they do it on Law and Order. Yeah, I mean, I'm dead serious. Like, I gotta play this. That's how they do it there. I don't know if that's how they do it in real life.
We're gonna have to shut you down for 24 hours,
Yeah. Or you can
you
just
can
give me the tape.
tape.
You can give me the
Yeah,
tape.
damn.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
so now you low key snitched on.
I mean, no, that's not low-key. No, I don't think so. I mean, that's how they do it in.
Duval.
Thank you guys for watching the video. For all things wild, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.